All right, I called the doctor. I finally caved because now I have perioral dermatitis on this side too. And I'm like telling him about the shingles. I'm gonna cry because it's been hard. But normally Ramsay-Hunt syndrome is very serious.
Good morning. It's another day in paradise. Guys, we got to talk to you about Ender's printer. Ender, look at this thing. This is the sample print that it did. This is awesome Chinese cat that you see in Chinese restaurants sometimes. And we had my brother help us get the printer set up. You got something to say? The resin printer was a literal nightmare. Let me show you the printer we got for him. We were luckily, I think I told you guys this, but luckily we were able to return the one that Santa gave us on Amazon and get a new, different, better printer. This one is the Ender brand, so we know it's gonna be good because all Enders are awesome. And so far, so good. It is rocking it. Doesn't stink. I'd say the only downside is can't really sleep while it's printing. Or you did. No, you did end really up sleeping, huh? It was kind of going all night, but the resin printer was so stinky and so messy, we had to make a rule with Ender that he could only print once a week. And I kind of feel like this thing's going to be running all the time. Is that what you feel like, Ender? Is this another cat?
And then that one broke.
Wants it. Oh, Evie wants a cat. What?
And then that one broke.
Yeah, that one broke.
And then that one doesn't have resin anymore.
Yeah, this is not stinky. It just runs off the filament. And Evie's eating her breakfast. And we're ready to rock and roll.
I'm the one.
You're gonna win?
Yeah.
I don't think so. You think you're gonna win, but you're not.
But I am.
Wow.
Mom, it's right here.
The day you win me in this is gonna be a sad day. I remember when Zade used to play this and I'd always beat him, and now he beats me.
But now you beat me, but I beat you.
You did not. So, and Frankie came out and set this whole game up. I am gonna get the cards out for him because he didn't get the cards out, but he did all this. Huh, and you're gonna be orange? Should I be white?
I said I'll be white.
Hey.
I'll be white.
You're copying me. Who's gonna be red? Okay, you be white. Where's the white card? Oh, here it is.
Yes.
That's a 3.
That's a 7.
That's a 3. See, look at the dots. 1, 2, 3 dots.
I'm gonna get 7 and get this card.
Oh no.
7.
5. That's a 5. Nice try. Hey! Stole my sheet.
We came over here to the house for a little bit. We have nothing has been resolved with the countertops yet. So as we're doing what we said we were gonna do, we told the painters that if we took off the plastic, we would put it back on so they could install the countertops. They never installed the countertops, but we're over here doing it. April's patching it all up, getting it ready for paint. And Frank, you don't put any holes in it, okay? Okay.
Very sad if you break my plastics.
Daddy, why you go so slow, Grandpa?
We beat you.
Why are you going so slow, Grandpa?
Yeah.
You guys beat me. How'd you take a shortcut?
He was the whole time. Mom, I win, Dad. All right, I called the doctor. I finally caved because now I have perioral dermatitis on this side too. I'm like, I look like a sad clown. So I thought, you know what? I'm not going to get on an antibiotic, but a lot of you commented and said that there are like creams that you can try. I will try that. I'll try a prescription cream. I had a prescription cream but on the internet there was 2 that they said they suggest, and this was not the very first one that they suggested, was the next one down. So, and it just made it worse. So that's what I'm nervous about. I'm like, oh, this one. And I actually think it might have been expired too. It's like an ointment, antibiotic ointment, and it might have been expired. So maybe that's why it wasn't working. But so I'm going in, I'm gonna just bite the bullet. And I realized that cream, I bought like this serum that was $100, and that's about how much the doctor's appointment would have cost. So I'm like, maybe I shouldn't have bought that serum and just gone to the doctor's. But I was fearful of them suggesting or bullying me into, not bullying, but you know what I mean? Like if they were like, oh, the only way to get rid of it is the 30-day antibiotic. I was like, I am not doing that. So I'm gonna try everything else first. And I feel like I got a hold of it, and every time I get a hold of it, it just flares up again. So if this doesn't work, then I'll just keep trying other things. But I'm gonna get the hair analysis back next Monday, I believe. Still like 2 weeks away, actually. I have an appointment to go over the results, but I was like, can we do it sooner? I think that's all they had open, so it's a process. I am excited to see what the hair analysis says, and in the meantime, I'm going to go and get, like I said, some kind of a topical cream to see if it can clear this up, because it is super annoying. I've had this since October. I was nervous to come. I'm like crying because I get nervous sometimes with new doctors, because sometimes they get a little bit offended if you tell them what you have, like self-diagnose, because they probably see people all day long self-diagnosing and it's incorrect, right? Like I can see why they're frustrated. So I was nervous because I walked in there and I'm like, I have perioral dermatitis, you know? And he was so nice. I'm like crying because of how nice he was. He was like, no, I believe you. Like, he's like, sometimes people get it wrong, but we get it wrong sometimes too. And he was like, you absolutely do have perioral dermatitis. And then he's like, anything else going on? And I'm like telling him about the shingles. I'm gonna cry because it's been hard. 4 years ago, I had shingles behind my ear, and sorry, let me get myself together. It was right after the miscarriage, before Frankie, and I think my body just kind of went into shock, and I don't know why I'm crying so much. Hold on, sorry. So, shingles behind my ear, they got infected because I thought they were pimples or zits or whatever, and I was picking at them. And that's gross, I know, but I was kind of just like itching them because they were itchy and like tingly, and they got infected. Well, that caused cellulitis, which is what made me go to the doctors. But the doctors, I had these big marble-sized bumps in my neck, in my head, and a super high fever, and I was miserable. And I went in and I was misdiagnosed, which was really scary because it was like not a misdiagnosis, it was like a partial diagnosis. So I'm not mad at the doctor. They noticed, oh, you have cellulitis, this is serious. They gave me a shot, they sent me home. They said, if it gets worse or doesn't get better, you come in immediately. Well, the fever went away, and like the cellulitis redness started going away, but the tingling and the nerve pain on my face, it just got worse and worse. Like my face was like pins and needles, and my face started to feel like it was like dropping and sagging, and it was scary. And I went into the emergency room, and the emergency room is basically like, if you're dying, it's a great place to go. But for stuff like this, I think he was just like, well, your vitals are fine. Like you're fine. I told him everything. I didn't know that it was Ramsay-Hunt syndrome at the time. Like I didn't know that existed. I just knew whatever it was. They said, if it doesn't get better, come back. And it's not better. And he said, well, actually, it does look like the cellulitis is better. Like the infection didn't spread. You don't have a fever. I think you just need a few more days. Go home. So I spent like $2,000 at the ER, and I went home, and I just knew something was wrong. And I think Heavenly Father had something to do with giving me a giant cold sore, because he knew if he gave me a giant cold sore, I would run to the medicine cabinet and start taking acyclovir, because that's what I had for cold sores. Well, that happened, and I felt a giant cold sore coming on. My face is tingling and going numb. And I started taking acyclovir, and it started to ease up a little bit. And I thought, you know, and I had a good friend of mine too, when she looked back behind my ear, she goes, that looks like shingles. And I was like, oh, I never even thought about that. So I Googled shingles behind the ear. And Ramsay-Hunt syndrome came up, and sure enough, textbook, every single symptom, I had it. And so I went into the doctor and I was like, I have Ramsay-Hunt syndrome. And he looked at me like I was an idiot, you know, like, he goes, that's really rare. Hold on. Like, he treated me crappy because I was in there telling him I had this horrible thing. And then I kept telling him all of the reasons. I'm like, no, listen to me, like, listen. And he finally got on his laptop and started like typing in, and he looked up at me and he said, oh, I think you're right. You have Ramsay-Hunt syndrome. Because I was like, my face is like drooping and tingling and nerve pain. And he was like, oh crap. So he apologized, and he gave me all the right medicines, and I got better like a week later. Like, it was really great. And I saved my face. Like, I don't know. I'm crying a lot. I'm sorry. But normally Ramsay-Hunt syndrome is very serious, potentially death. The lucky people get out with a permanent paralyzed face. And now I'll tell you why I'm crying so much, is because I have felt the last couple days the rash coming back on my neck, which is really scary. So I told him that. I said, this new doctor, I told him the history. I wasn't crying. I was being so good. And I just said, like, I had all this stuff happen like 4 years ago after a miscarriage, and I've been really stressed out, and I'm just worried that it's coming back, because yesterday my ear, behind my ear, same spot, started to do pins and needles and tingle. And he was like, he was so nice. He looked at me and he said, hold on, sorry, this is so dumb. I can't even say it. He looked at me and he said, I believe you, and I'm going to listen to you, and I'm going to give you the medicine that you need. If you ever feel that feeling coming back, you take them immediately. Because he said it's not worth the risk of losing your face. He said it's a really safe medicine, and like, I don't know why they didn't give you a longer prescription. He said, I'm going to give you refills on this, and like, you call me and I will refill at any time. He was so nice. Just having someone look at me and be like, I believe you, I'm going to listen to you. It was really powerful. So make sure you're doing that for your people in your life. Listen to them, believe them. And I'm a mess. I'm so sorry, but life has been really, really hard the last little while. We've had a lot of incurable diseases, and moving is just stressful, and just, yeah, I know a lot of it is self-inflicted, right? But it's still hard. And so I've been under a lot of stress, so I've been just trying to take care of everyone and take care of myself. But I feel really good that I'm getting the help I need now. So he gave me the cream. He did tell me that he thinks I should be on the antibiotic, but I was like, I don't want to do it. He goes, okay, I'm going to trust you. Like, let's try the cream first. He's like, but I have a feeling in 30 days you're going to come back and ask for the pills. So I was like, we'll see. Anyway. Oh, also, he told me about a vaccine for shingles. He said it's 95% effective, and I won't have to worry about it as much, or it just won't come back. So he said, I highly suggest you getting that because of the area that you are prone to getting this at. He's like, it's not worth it. It's worth everything. He's like, even if you have to pay out of pocket to do it, you find somewhere has the best price and you get it. I think it's kind of expensive. E.B. Ender, come on. Anyway, I think I'm gonna get the shingles vaccine, and then he gave me all the medicine I should need and the prescription in case the shingles start to come back, just to take. But
Whoa, whoa, whoa. It's like Christmas in January. What is happening? All this filament?
Okay, put it on top.
gold from
Put it on the pile.
Man,
And I have
lucky
one
boy.
too.
All right, guys, wrapping up the vlog now. I'm so glad that April. Oh, and we get huggy wuggies for this little monkey.
Wait, Daddy, wait, talk.
What do you want with me? Okay, I gotta take care of this Evie here. She's copying me again. I'm glad April's able to figure out what's going on with her face, and now it's time to get her all fixed up. So, thanks for watching the vlog. Find good in everything, and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye. Okay, who wants to go camping?
Me.
Oh yeah, Daisy, going camping.
It's our first day of...
I know. Can you believe we finally got to go camping, Daisy?
Yeah.
Come on. Come on.
Oh, Uh-oh.
Zade, you going camping?
Yeah.
Tell me how excited you are.
Super excited than I ever was.
Holy cow. April, you excited for camping?
Yeah, yay. Oop, mosquito. We forgot mosquito repellent, and there was one on my baby's head. They're everywhere.
Dad, you open this?
Yes, sir. Let me see it.
Open my sleeping bag too.
All right, the prima donna is back. She's not going to come out until she has read the instructions. For fear if she does not use it correctly, she will be bit. Say, tell her it's okay to come out.
It's okay, Mommy, to come out.
I don't know if she can hear us or not.
Mommy, it's okay if you can come out, okay? There's no mosquitoes now, okay?
Say, they're not going to bite you.
Yeah.
Hey, go sit on your little
Oh,
chair.
that's good. Come on, you're supposed to wait on us.
Zade, wait! Zade, Hunter, whenever I make this sound.
What fun is this? What? Don't push her.
A crazy girl, crazy girl, crazy girl, crazy girl, crazy girl, crazy girl,
Whoa.
crazy girl.
Okay. You want to see crazy grandma?
Yeah.
Her eyes go wide. And her hair starts standing up in a tone screen.
First, I was a Spider-Man. Then I jumped from the top of the building. Then I spun to the other one. Then I jumped off it. Then I did flanking. Well, I didn't do it. I just bounced on my tummy. Then I spun another spider. Then I kept doing it. Then I did then all characters came. Then we all started to make friends up. That's all.